Well, now I must leave you, my children. Other duties call me. And I'm truly sorry, for I like you all. Any questions you want to ask?
Me! I've one, sir. The other day I was at the great feast in the temple. I'm ashamed, but there was blood everywhere there. I didn't like seeing it. Tell me, wise master, do the gods always thirst for the blood of men?
I understand how you must have felt, but not all gods are like that. In the past, we had a god who was fair and good, Quetzalcoatl, the plumed serpent god. He was the enemy of all violence. In sacrifices, he took only the blood of serpents and birds, hence his name. But Tezcatlipoca, who is a wicked god, a magician, jealous of his goodness, bewitched him and chased him away. And our divine Quetzalcoatl went to exile, across the water of the eastern seas. But one day soon he will return. Believe it, all the oracles tell us this. And 30 years later, from across that eastern sea, taken for the god Quetzalcoatl, came Cortez, the conquistador. And it was the end of the Aztec dynasty, cities, palaces, pyramids. All this splendor was to disappear, swept away by a horrible nightmare. Meanwhile, in Tenochtitlan, today Mexico City, sat the great Montezuma in his palace. No one was allowed to look him in the face.
Great Montezuma, strange things are happening. As predicted, white men are coming from the sea in great towers that float upon the sea.
Just as the prediction had predicted, the great white god, Quetzalcoatl. And he will come from the rising sun, that is, from the east.
They could be enemies. Many carry big sticks making fire and thunder.
All these visitors are now gone, they tell me. Let us keep watch. Tell me if any return.
I'm pleased that you are with us, Bernal Diaz. You're a cultured man. You will tell the story of our adventures. I promise they will be worth telling. A good ship. But we shall need others, and many men. We'll be heading for populated lands, powerful countries.
And these powerful lands are probably rich, Captain, very rich.
Bernal, I want you to put out a proclamation.
Amigos, por aquí.
You aren't a native. You speak Spanish.
Yes, I am as Spanish as you are. I am Aguilar. Balboa, I was with him, but our ship sank, and that was 8 years ago. Yes, but I'm afraid I'm the only survivor. I'm well acquainted with the land, and I speak the language.
You are welcome to join us. From today, you will serve as our interpreter. But first, I will have to cut your hair, so you look like a Spaniard.
No, not too short. I suppose we came to a compromise. Not the beard. They're Mayas, and the city Tabasco is just down the road. They say don't go any farther. That's what they said.
Tell them we come in peace. We are here to speak of God and His Majesty the King, and we have gifts.
To arms, gentlemen!
They say if you take one step, they'll attack with all their men.
Tell them we'll be back tomorrow. We're prepared for combat. Tell them to think it over.
Run, take this to King Montezuma. Hurry!
The Lord of Tabasco wants only to maintain the peace, and he gives us slaves to serve us. This attractive girl is of noble blood. She is Malintzin, but it is not only Mayan that she speaks, also Aztec, which I do not. So we can communicate with the entire country.
Tell him we will treat her with respect. We will baptize her and call her Donna Marina. And now, Chief, let's see some gold.
Now we're getting someplace.
Our Emperor presents you with these gifts, Great Master, but requests with respect that you go no farther.
Thank the Emperor for his gifts. We appreciate them. And kindly inform him we go to the west. My master orders it.
Your master? But how could it be? Anyway, if you advance, we will reply with the might of our Emperor. The helmet! Look at it! Is it not the helmet of our god Quetzalcoatl?
Here. Now bring it back full of gold.
Give your Emperor our modest gifts.
Fat Cacique, he welcomes you. He knows that you are an all-powerful lord, and he implores your help. His people, the Totonaca, are under the tyranny of the Aztec king Montezuma. Every year his emissaries come looking for the best young people, and they're sacrificed and they're made into slaves. Can you help him?
He was sobbing. We were deeply moved, Cortez and everyone.
Tell him we offer to be friends of the Totonac people. He will suffer this no longer. They'll be under our protection.
Those are the king's emissary.
And you agreed to give them 20 of your young men and 20 girls for sacrifice?
Dilly wasn't given much choice.
Now you are under the protection of King Charles of Spain. You should refuse. Better yet, you must imprison all the emissaries.
He had 400 men, 16 horses, 7 cannon, 1,000 Totonac warriors as escorts, and 1,000 porters.
Yawa!
And facing him, hundreds of thousands of Aztec warriors. Oh, yes.
A hand. Repeat after me.
This is a hand.
This is my sword.
hand,
That's
a
it.
sword.
This is my nose, but that is yours.
This is my nose. This is your nose. Soon we arrive at Tlaxcala.
Tlaxcala. Only who can pronounce this name? I mean, it's Tlaxcala.
It is a city with many warriors, but bad. With Aztecs, they are not friendly.
We'll beat all of them and their allies.
Allies.
Yes.
There were 40,000 of them under the command of the valiant Xicotenga the Younger. The battle was ferocious. We buried our dead in secret to maintain the legend of our immortality. But after 4 days, we...
The chief's people are oppressed by the terrible chief Montezuma. He will be ally, give many thousand warrior men, if you come and lead them.
We'll be happy to accept this alliance. With our weapons and with his men, I'll lead the people to victory. Just what I was hoping. Now, with that many men, it's possible to conquer Mexico City.
Oh, yes, now Cortez was commander of thousands of Tlaxcaltec warriors, and on they marched toward Mexico City. The city of Cholula was on their route, with its 400 temples and pyramids higher than those in Egypt. Everything seemed peaceful, but Cortez had been warned they were plotting a massacre and ordered the attack. From then on, the Spanish troops were to meet no more resistance.
$5,500 meters. I want volunteers to climb it. And come back with observations. Diego de Ordaz. Who else? Ah, Bernal.
Tenochtitlan, Mexico City. Isn't it remarkable? The capital of the Aztec Empire.